Football loves talent because talent is visible. You see it in the first touch that kills a difficult pass, the dribble that leaves two defenders behind, the impossible ball through a gap nobody else noticed. Talent creates moments that make crowds stand up and remind us why football can feel like art. But discipline is different. Discipline usually happens when nobody is watching. It is the extra training session, the controlled diet, the recovery routine, and the decision to repeat the same movement until it becomes automatic. Talent wins attention. Discipline decides how long that attention lasts. This is the secret battle inside football. Every generation produces players who seem destined for greatness. They are quicker, more creative, and technically superior to everyone around them. At youth level, the game feels easy. They can rely on instinct because instinct has always been enough. Then professional football changes the rules. Suddenly, every opponent is talented. Defenders study movement. Coaches demand tactical responsibility. Matches arrive every few days, and one poor season can change an entire career. At that level, natural ability no longer guarantees survival. Talent may get a player into the room, but discipline determines whether they remain there. That is why Cristiano Ronaldo is often used as football's clearest example of discipline. He was always gifted, but he refused to depend only on what he had been given. He improved his weaker foot, developed his heading, transformed his body, and adapted his position as he aged. The explosive winger gradually became an elite goalscorer because he understood that talent must evolve. Lionel Messi represents a different version of the same lesson. His football often looks effortless, which can make people forget the discipline behind it. Remaining at the highest level requires preparation, consistency, and the ability to perform under pressure year after year. Natural brilliance may explain the magic, but it does not fully explain the longevity. Then there are players whose talent seemed limitless, but whose careers never reached the heights people expected. Sometimes injuries were responsible, sometimes the wrong environment played a role, but in other cases, talent created comfort. When the game comes easily at a young age, discipline can feel unnecessary until it is too late. That is the danger of talent. It can convince a player that tomorrow will always be available. Discipline has its own limitation. Hard work cannot magically create elite vision, extraordinary speed, or rare technical ability. A player can train perfectly and still never become Messi, Ronaldo, or Ronaldinho. Football is not a simple equation where effort guarantees greatness. But discipline does something talent cannot. It protects potential. It allows a less naturally gifted player to improve positioning, decision-making, fitness, and consistency. It turns weaknesses into manageable problems. It gives coaches a player they can trust when the match becomes difficult. That is why football is full of players who were never labeled prodigies but built remarkable careers through reliability. They listened, adapted, and performed the basic actions correctly thousands of times. They may not dominate highlight reels, but managers build winning teams around them. The greatest players usually end the argument by combining both qualities. Talent gives them possibilities that others do not have. Discipline ensures those possibilities are not wasted. One creates the spectacular moment, the other makes it repeatable, and that is the real difference between potential and greatness. Potential is what a player might become. Greatness is what remains after years of pressure, setbacks, competition, and expectation. Football will always celebrate talent because it makes the game beautiful. But behind nearly every lasting career is a quieter force, the willingness to work when applause disappears. Talent can win a match, discipline can build an era, and the players who become legends are usually the ones who understand they were never supposed to choose between them.